Welcome to Train Valley 2, the fun game with trains, and track, and bridges, and tunnels, and factories, and towns, and challenging scenarios. This game recently came out of Steam Early Access and got a full release, and as part of that it got 20 new scenarios added to the 30 that were already there, now leaving a total of 50, and I'm slowly working my way through them. Slowly being the operative word, because some of them have given me a real challenge. However, last time around I completed the last one in the globalization range, Kansai Airport. This time around I'm doing Scenario 41, Antarctica, the first one of the Space Age. Now, I've tried this half a dozen times before and I keep making silly mistakes, but I know what I'm doing and how to do it. It's just a matter of being able to actually physically do it. So the briefing on Antarctica is, I've got 19 minutes to do 3 stars. For speed, do not build more than 260 track tiles. Every time I've built it so far, I've used about 210-ish. So that shouldn't be too big a problem. Avoiding train crashes, however, that's giving me problems. It's reminding me of the scenario Detroit, where I had all sorts of problems having train crashes. And I don't know why some scenarios make me crash trains, or make my brain not be able to avoid train crashes, and some don't. Okay, it has a factory at the top which makes microchips, which requires people, engineers, polymer, wire, sand and electricity. This place down here generates electricity with people and uranium, which is a new element, which, as are microchips for that matter, that weren't around before the Space Age scenarios. This factory down here makes bricks and requires sand and people. This place here sells you copper ingots at 40,000 a time, which means you lose money every time you send them out, because they're only worth about 20-odd thousand when they get to their destination. So it's an expense. This town here requires engineers, wire and microchips. This creates uranium for use in the electricity plant. Down here is the factory that generates engineers via people and electricity. Over here is a place that creates polymers, which I don't currently own. It's going to cost me 50,000 to buy it, and then the polymers are going to come out on their own schedule. So one of the things you need to be aware of is you need to get this place bought and up and running as soon as possible, because you only have 19 minutes. Then there's a factory that generates sand, this town that wants microchips and bricks, and this factory which creates wire, which wants people, copper ingots, polymers and electricity. Okay, now because you need to generate money to buy this factory and get the polymers up to here and or here, you need to start by doing a money generation process. Make this tidier. I've got the spare capacity for it. Okay, so what I tend to do is connect that to there. So generate money by getting uranium and sand dug as fast as I can. We'll connect that across there. And whilst I've got people to spare, I'll throw them down into the brick building place if I could remember to hit the right switch. That was a mistake. Flip the switch. Okay, that's given me a fair amount of cash to get me going. which means I can start shipping sand down that direction as well. That'll help generate some more cash. Go that way. Missed. Does help to be able to draw straight lines, and that wasted a little bit of money, which is not exactly wonderful. Let's ship some sort of uranium out of there. Sand train will go into there. Uranium will go up to there. And the train behind it will go into the brickwork. That's the sand that's going to be coming that direction. I might have to slow you down just a little bit. Right, that helps. Don't want to overfill the capacity. Now I've got some cash together as well, which does help. So I'm going to send some people that way to dig some more uranium. What I also want to do is build a bridge across here. No, a bridge there. Connect this up. Okay. I'll start shipping bricks out of here up that way. Whilst I'm waiting for more people to appear at various towns so I can use people. Okay, that should be, when this finishes generating bricks, that should be all the bricks I'm going to need for the whole of the scenario. I need to get people down into here, which I'm going to use from this town because I need the people in this town to go to the electricity plant, amongst other places. Come on, bricks, get home. Right. Trains out of here could go in here so I can have engineers being prepared. Because I don't have much use for the workers in here at this point. But I do have use for the workers in here as long as I flip the switch and send them to generate electricity. Okay, there's some engineers being done. So now, with all the money I've got, I need to connect this factory up here. And that's how you connect this factory. Now, there's a reason I'm not making this perfectly straight all the way down is this blue bit next to the town is going to expand, and I don't want it to wipe out track that I'm going to be using. Still got 15,000. Okay, engineers are being created. Let me get a uranium train and park it outside for when I come close to running out of uranium. And a passenger train also and park it outside of the electricity making place, so that I don't have a big delay. But I also don't waste these people by putting them in there when I don't get the full value out of the train. If you see what I'm trying to say. If I put this train in there now, I'd only get about half its value, because it would only use 3 out of the 6 uranium it's carrying. Right, that's got me some engineers. Okay. I've now got some people over here as well to spare. So they're going to go up there. I don't want to send the engineers out of here just yet. Okay. Send nothing. Oh, I don't have a spare train. Okay, in a second when I have a spare train, I'm going to park another uranium train down this way. Right, you go in there. You follow him. Okay, I don't really need the electricity at this point. Alright, fine. You park outside. Right, reason I'm doing that is because I want to wipe out this section of track before it gets destroyed by the expansion of this town. Park. Right. All well and wonderful. So I mean it expands and there's going to be another expansion any second, but part of that expansion is helpful because, or the engineers getting there is helpful, because now I've got enough money to build this and connect it. Also connect that while I've got the chance. I can also put some more people in there to make more engineers very, very shortly. They are not a priority right now, so you get me some more sand. Okay. Oh, there's a set of bricks I need to get back. Forgotten about those. However, now it's time to start connecting this bit up. I haven't got the money to fully connect it yet, because I need to put a tunnel under there. So you go in there and start at least generating engineers. You get closer to that point, stop, and you come out of there and get me my bricks. My bricks are going up there and into there. Oh, I need a train to come out of here and go down to the uranium place. Help if I flip that switch as well. Right. Oh, the bricks haven't quite made it. Good. Now to connect the final bit. And I once left a gap here by accident, which caused me to have a sense of humour failure. when that caused a train crash. Okay, so that's that factory now connected. So I can now start shipping goods up there, like all the sand I've got to spare, as well as people, possibly. However, do note this wonderful train down here with the polymers on it is a faster train, and I need to flip that switch. So I don't want it catching up with these sand trains, which are in front of it, because that would, as has frequently happened in the past, annoy me. I should give them a big enough head start. Sand trains are going in there. Polymers are going to the wire place. However, you lot are going to come out of here. The first train is going to go down there. So need to get the engineers on the way. For cash. When these engineers get there, I'll have plenty of cash. I'm now at the 10-minute mark. I'm over halfway. You go. I need another few people to go into that factory to get 14 people in it. Here comes another polymer train. I don't have any spare trains right now. I have to let the polymer train go past before I send some more people up this way. That gives me plenty of money, so I can upgrade this train and start sending copper ingots out. And you'll go that way. And if I upgrade this train and send another load of copper ingots out. And one last bit of building. I'm going to have a shortcut from there to there, so I can get the uranium across here easily. Actually, I can send the copper ingots that way. And you're going that way, aren't you, copper ingots? Right. Once you get there, I can start creating more electricity. In you go. Okay, so I need wire and polymers to get up there. I'm going to go around there, up there, and you're going to go that way. Now I want to upgrade all three of these trains, which will be useful. Uranium's going to come around here and park itself outside there again. There's a train down there to go dig some more uranium. There's a train going to come out here and park itself behind the uranium train. Okay, ship your copper wire out of there, up there. Come out of here and go that way as well. I'm going to go that way. Pick up some more polymers. Which way do I want the polymers to go? I want the polymers to go that way. I've got enough to send a copper ingot train out of here. I've got enough to send the last two that I need. I'm at 13 minutes and 41. I need to keep generating electricity. Here, down here, and go park yourself outside of there. You need to go into the uranium place to make me more. You need to stop and reverse. I just sent you the wrong way because I've forgotten that switch. Stop and reverse again. Okay, I've got 7 microchips. So out you come, microchips. And you're going to go whichever way makes the most sense. You stop there. You're going to have to stop before you get to where you're going. Oh, you're going the wrong way. I need you to stop. I need you to reverse. And go there and then go straight. I need these polymers to come out of here and go there, I think. Oh, I've got 14 wire. Oh, I need 7 more wire, don't I? Yeah, okay, go. You're going up there. Actually, no you're not, you're going that way. That way I can send a train from you that way as well, and that will give you everything you need. So I just need some more polymers up there. And you with your wire are coming down here and into there. You need to go into there, and you need to go into there. Polymers, you're going around that way. Wire is coming down this way. All is goodness and light. How much time do I have? 3 minutes. Oh, I expanded again. Okay, still got my shortcut. You're going straight up into there. You're going to come down here and sit outside the electricity making place again. I've got 2 minutes. You're going to go sit outside, sit behind him. Okay, that's my microchips. I'll get you out part way. But I can get you most of the way to where I want you to go. I want you to go not that one, that way. I want you to come down here and go round here and then stop. Stop there. You stop there. Good. Right, the wire's done. The wire's going to come down here and go that way. Then I'm going to reverse this train into there, and that should be everything delivered in the, hopefully in the minute I've got left. You might as well go in there now, just for the sheer heck of it. Right, round there and there, so I can reverse this train, flip that switch down because I'm going to need it. Because that's going to go over that bit of track, I imagine, as it expands a bit further. Yep. And this one's going to go in there, and that should be the final piece of the puzzle with less than half a minute to spare. I used 208 track tiles out of a possible 260, and I did it in 18 minutes 37 seconds, which is what? If you hit 19 minutes you fail, so you need 18 minutes and 59 seconds, so 22 seconds to spare. Yikes, that was challenging. And I've now just unlocked another Steam achievement called Achiever for getting 200 stars, as I'm now up to 201. You're saying, okay, the next train there I unlock is at 225, the next one there is 210. Well, that was Antarctica. And because of the lack of time you have on that scenario, that made it a challenge. If I'd had more time, I could have been more measured and done it slower. That would have been nicer, but that was the challenge because I knew I had a limited time period to work with. And getting the polymers started early enough is definitely the thing you've got to be aware of. Okay, with that done, as always, I hope you enjoyed, or at least found it interesting or helpful in your own attempts to do Antarctica. And hopefully I will see you down the track for more Train Valley 2 in the future. Cheerio!